Are you taking fish oil? Have you been told that that is good for you? If so, please watch this video. It's super important that you know this information because fish oil is not what people tell you what it is. And I really want to give you a proper explanation so that you can understand what fats are, what fats that you actually need, when to use fish oil, how to use fish oil, because most people take too much fish oil and they completely destroy their bodies. So yeah. And this, by the way, also goes for olive oil shots or eating only butter, only saturated fats, because the body actually needs a very varied area of fats. Fats are mainly the building blocks of your cells. Okay, there's many other applications for fats like cholesterol, but the very big part of them is cell membranes. Now, the problem nowadays with this world is that the membranes of the cell have a lot to endure with the EMFs, with the toxins. There's a lot of things that are weaponized against our biology right now, let's be honest, and that interferes with the communication between cells. So when you have two cells, they actually the only thing that really brings you health is proper communication between parts of the body. If you look, for example, at cancer, it's an isolated part of the body, is a part of the body that isolated itself because it stopped communicating with the rest of the body and decided that something else was better and decided to get their own thing. That's what a tumor is, in my point of view. So restoring that communication is extremely important. Hormones are all just communication through the blood, right? The nervous system is just a means of communication via electrical impulses. So communication is very important. And the place where communication happens is not with between cells, is on the membrane. So you could say in a way that the brain of your cell is actually the membrane and not the actual DNA, which is crucial because now you know what to focus on is not your genetics, it's your membrane. And that is something you can influence quite easily by eating the right fats. But the problem is with fats is that people do not really understand what fats are. They do not know how to communicate like spiritually with their body to know what the body actually needs in that moment, their body, your body. And you see a lot of content and information online, and so you parrot that, you take that on without actually understanding, and so you take on all of these things, but you don't really actually know what you're doing, and so you might be making things worse because of that. So what do you need for fats and what do you need for cell membranes? Now, this is a big topic, right? And not something that I can teach you in one video. So if that's something you really want to tackle and handle yourself, join my community. The link will be down at this video. But what you essentially want to be doing is you want to have a varied set of fats, okay? The essential fatty acids are omega-3 and omega-6. Fish oil is omega-3. You need around omega-6 is seeds, and you need around a 4-to-1 ratio, 4 omega-3 and 1 omega-6. So that would be the ideal ratio of essential fatty acids. The rest of the fats your body can make it on itself, but it can be very helpful to get like a proper intake of DHEA, of all like oleic acid, like all types of fats. To support the body and to make it easier for your body to repair all of the damage that has been done by EMMs, by toxins, by stuck emotions and all these things. So you need a varied, balanced diet. You don't need just a carnivore or just vegetarian or just vegan or whatever you want to call it. You want balance, you want a variety, you want plus and you want the minus, right? Everything in this world has to have some sort of balance, and if you do not keep that balance yourself, you'll weigh a lot of things on one part of the balance scale, and all of the rest will be out of your control and will stab you in the back, and you'll create a huge pendulum. So that's what energetically happens, and it's something you need to watch out for. And the only way that you can do that is by knowing what you are doing. So that's why it's so important to learn. And that's why it's so important that you join my community. Like, really, it's not just to sell you, but it's really important that you join, because this knowledge is life-changing and you need it in today's world. So if you're not there yet, make sure that you're in. It's only 49 euros a month, like it's really nothing. And you get my support, you get a plan, and you can learn anything you want. So do that. And in terms of diet, what I do in my diet and what works really, really well for me is I have around 60-70% animal fats, like saturated fats from meats, from butter, from eggs, from raw milks and raw dairy, cheese, Parmesan cheese. I love Parmesan cheese. And then you want a couple sources of unsaturated fats, like olive oil, like avocado, not avocado oil. Avocado oil is very processed. Fish, seeds, nuts. Those are the things that I eat, okay? And then you can take some supplements to even boost that further. Join my community if you want to know about that, because this is for everyone different, and I don't want you to be playing around with supplements that might be harming you if you're using them the wrong way. So yeah, that was it for today. Let me know if there's any questions. Join my community, and I'll see you inside. Mwah. Love you.